Okay, we're back, and today we're making beef and onions with gravy, and we're going to can this up. So I have trimmed a lot of the fat and stuff off of the meat, cubed it into whatever size pieces you like. Bite size, soup, small size, big chunk stew size, whatever you like. We're going to, I still have some oil from the last batch. I'm just going to add it. And while this is browning, I'm going to chop up a large onion. Okay, we're going to add some of our house seasoning. You can season your meat however you like it: salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, Lowry's, whatever you like. This is just pretty much goes on everything, and then if I want to add anything else, I do. That way it's always ready. Stir this up. And then I'm going to let this go until it starts browning, and then we'll add our onion that we chop up. Now that we have the meat going, it's getting browned, I'm going to add the onions. And this smells so good. And they're chopped in a large dice, basically just chopped. About that size. The same size as the meat. And they'll come apart in there. So I've turned the heat up. And then we'll be adding broth and clear gel to this. So let that cook, and then we will come back and do the next step. Okay, so I have all that residual juice gone in my pot. And now I'm going to take and stir it up. I'm going to take a 1/4 cup of clear gel. Put it in this dish, and I'm going to add some beef broth. And then I'm adding the rest of the beef broth to this. To mix up my clear gel, get it dissolved, just the same way you would if it was regular cornstarch. This is a modified cornstarch for canning. You may have used it in your pie fillings or something like that. And then you bring this back up to the boil, and it will thicken, just like anything else. And then I'm going to can this as is, and it will be ready for anything I want: stew, beef tips and gravy, beef and mushrooms, stroganoff, whatever I want. I can add all the rest of my seasonings for whatever dish I choose to make, and it's just ready to go. Very handy. So we're going to bring this up to a boil. And I'm going to add some of this, or you can use the kitchen bouquet, same thing. I just want more color to this. My broth was not dark enough, that's all. Hey girls, supposed to be in bed. Everybody's supposed to be in bed so I can do this, but no. I got dinner out of the way, I got doggy dinners out of the way, got night-night, you know, those T-R-E-A-T things. I think they can spell. They got quiet. So we're going to bring this back up to a bubble and let it thicken, and then we'll be back and jar it up. Okay, so we've got that part done. Let's see if I can get it to where you can see it. Okay. You're going to fill our jars, and I didn't make it too thick, so I can always thicken it more if I want to for whatever. I'm going to fill it to 1 inch of headspace. That's very hot, so be very careful. Very hot. Excuse me. And you can put as much meat to gravy as you like. This is a dinner starter. So it'll, whatever I add to it, be it potato, carrot, mushrooms. That's a strange noise coming from my refrigerator. Do you hear that? I hope that's not something bad. All the dogs are outside when they're supposed to be in bed. And any juice you have left, you can save it for dinner tomorrow night. Make it thicker for gravy, mashed potatoes, or you can braise some cube steak. I feel a sneeze coming on, you guys. Oh no. I feel it. Trying to find all the meat in there. Every time I think I got it all, I find one. Okay, so I got 4 pints of beef and gravy, the onions. We are going to move that back over there, get it to where you can see. And this is just really handy to have on the shelf. You can do quarts, you'll do those for 90 minutes. But they're really handy to have on hand if you have a busy day. Come home and just whip something up really fast. Looks like one of my older jars. Okay. Put our lids on. I used a vinegar to do the rims. It cuts through any grease that you may get on there when you're doing meat. Fingertip tight. Hot. Very hot. I'm going to add a quart of water. To the canner. Okay. To the canner. I have an empty jar in the center. Match up your V's. Lock it. I need to find my weight. So you're going to bring this up to temperature, 75 minutes. If you're at 1200 feet or less, anything above that will be 15 pounds of pressure. Anything below that's 10 pounds of pressure. 75 minutes. Let it vent for 10 minutes. Steam coming out of here for 10 minutes. And I didn't tell you, but you should always, always, always check your vent hole before you put it in there. And a toothpick fits right in there. You always want to make sure that is not plugged. You want to see sunshine through there, or light. So 75 minutes, let it come down from pressure on its own, rest for a few minutes, and then unload it. So I will see you when this is coming out of the canner. Alrighty, our beef and gravy is done, so I'm going to take it out of the canner. And I'm going to knock things over. Move these. That was an ugly sound. Alrighty. And that quart jar is the leftover gravy, and I'm just going to use that in another recipe and put it in the refrigerator. So here's our beef and gravy. And you know that I did this with beef and broth, so I did have a fairly full canner. So I'm sleepy, if you can tell. If you have any questions, post them down below. Thank you for watching. Thumbs ups help, and subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you next time. Bye.